Yup, it's that time. Welcome back to Siplife VP. It's your Uncle John, and today we are going to sip on Elijahcraig 1789 small batch. This is a select barrel from Total Wine of their small batch Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. So real quick, before we jump into this sip, let me go ahead and say appreciate you. Thank you for checking out the video. Hopefully you enjoy it. Sit all the way through it. Let me know your thoughts at the end. Anyway, let's get started. So let me grab this Elijahcraig bottle for you real quick. We're gonna grab that. Bam, can you see that right there? Okay, I'm gonna read off just a few things. Just know the way that this review goes is I'm just gonna give you some basic information off the bottle. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take a sniff and then do a taste. And then I'm gonna pull up some information about the bottle, about the brand, how it's made, give you a little story like I always do, right? And then that'll be it. So let's get started. So the first thing and the main thing I want to tell you when I grab the bottle is what's the ABV? We got 47%. So this will get you nice and bright, right? So it's above that average of 40%, what you see in most bottles, 35 to 40. Again, we're looking at 47. So you get to sipping on this, yeah, you know, go ahead and get ready. Once I get to sipping, I'm just want to let you know the first round I'm going to use I'm going to drink it neat. Second round, I'm going to try it with a diffuser. I'm using ice to help loosen up the flavors a little bit. All right, let's begin. All right, let's get started. Hopefully get your glass and your bottle ready. You already poured you some. So now we can go ahead and sip together and see what we think about this good old Kentucky bourbon. So on the nose, all right, first thing I want to mention that it's not very, I'm going to say it's kind of mild. It's not very pronounced. So I would put it in the medium category, maybe like the medium, because it didn't hit me before I even got to the glass, right? Now, I know I don't have a traditional tasting glass, but you know, when you drink and you normally drinking with something like this anyway, right? So we want to keep it real as possible to an everyday situation. So let me go in and see what kind of aroma characteristics I can pick up. Okay, so what I smell is I smell sweet, somewhat I would say fruity, but also like I would put like fruit, maybe a little honey in there. I'm almost feeling like it's like some apple or something like that, but definitely fruit and the honey smell. And then at the end, there's a little bit of grain, maybe a little bit of grain, maybe a little bit of spice, but not very much. Yeah, I'm picking up mainly like fruit and honey. That's what's kicking first. Like almost like an apple pie. Can we put this in apple pie? Can we do that? Has anybody had this in apple pie? All right. So now let me go ahead and do a taste. Let me see what I can pick up there. I'm gonna do that again. Let me do that taste again. I didn't hold on to it long enough. I don't want to talk about that round. Let me try one more time. Hold on. Okay, so on the flavor side of it, the fruit kind of kicks in quick, but then it goes away pretty fast. And then next thing you know, you have some spice, a little bit of honey, and some grain flavor. And that's mostly what I get off the rip. But yeah, the finish is, I would say the finish is pretty long though. So the sweetness is there. It's kind of off dry. I would take it almost a notch above off dry. And then you got a texture of kind of smooth, not too rough, but when that spice kicks in, it kind of heats it up. So it kind of makes it a little rough towards the end with the finish. That is, I would say, kind of long, to be honest. Like that flavor and that heat holds on for quite some time when you're drinking it neat, which for some people, they might like that. I don't know if I like it because of the amount of spice that kind of comes in towards the end as well. Ooh. And then I get also some oak at the end too, which is interesting. So that oak flavor kicks in towards the latter part of that finish, not necessarily in the beginning when you have the honey, a little bit of the sweetness, which I would assume is the honey and whatever that fruity flavor is in the beginning. Last but not least, it is fairly complex as well. I mean, that's why you have so many different flavors that you taste, which we'll kind of find out about once we get into the details and the history of the particular bourbon. Next up, let me go ahead and grab some ice, and we'll try this with a few ice cubes, see how that works. Now that we're at the end of the episode, I want to say thank you again. And if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and sip and hit that like button, and then take another sip and go ahead and subscribe if you're not a part of the Siplife family. That way you will always be up to date on my new videos. All right. And one last thing, sip safely, and I'll see you next time.